Welcome back, everyone. I'm very excited about this episode because it's a real crowd pleaser, one of my personal favorites. What are we making?
Today we're doing salted caramel.
Yay!
Now, this is something that probably is a favourite of everyone's and probably something that everyone probably has had more than once in their life. Now, the way I do salted caramel is a little bit unique. I don't add any liquid additives. I actually take the sugar that we have inside this recipe and I caramelise it and then I deglaze it. So let's have a come over here and have a look at what we've got here so we can get an idea of how we're going to produce this. So we're starting off with the sugar that we have, our caster sugar quantity. I've got the pan already starting to heat up and I'm just going to pop a little bit of the milk into the microwave. So that's just so we can deglaze it so it doesn't spurt everywhere. If you use cold milk, it just jumps and shoots all over the place.
What does deglazing mean?
It means basically taking a warm liquid or a warm cream or a warm product and removing the sediments from the bottom of the pan. So we'll just put this on for 40 seconds just to get it warm. Now over here, I've just got my pan that's getting quite hot. We're just going to do a dry caramel. And the reason why we're doing a dry caramel is because we don't want to add any more liquid weight to this product. So if we add water, we're just going to change the recipe. So all we're doing is just basically adding a bit of sugar, adding a bit more sugar, and we slowly keep doing this until all the sugar amount is melted and caramelized and dissolved. So it's a very quick process of making a caramel. Our cream and milk has been warmed up in the microwave for 40 seconds. So as I mentioned, if we add the cold liquid into this, it's just going to shoot everywhere. And if you've never had a caramel burn before, you don't. You do not want to have that.
I've seen your arms after you got hot caramel on them before.
It's happened. It's happened to all of us. We've all done things during our time. And any person who says they're a pastry chef and they've never been burnt by caramel has obviously not been working long enough in the industry.
Is that how hot does it get?
The caramel we're actually taking here, normally people take their caramel a bit too blonde. So you find that a lot of people who make a caramel take it off at around 165 degrees, which is, the problem is, the blonder it is, the sweeter it is. The darker it is, the stronger and more intense the caramel flavour is. So I generally take this probably above 186 all the way up to about 193 degrees.
Yeah,
so
that would hurt if you get that on you.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts a lot. And there could be many reasons why I could spit as well. A bit of moisture in the pan, there's lots of things. But you can see now there's a bit of condensation coming up, and that's just the moisture content within the caster sugar just being evaporating. So you can tell by the colour how dark it already is. So I get it nice and dark.
So how can you tell us, though, what's the difference between being really dark and burnt? So how would you tell if you burn it?
Burn, it starts going black. And black, that's what you call blackjack. And I actually use that in recipes for bread. It's just got a heavy, heavy, dark caramel molasses flavour. So you can see right now, see how it's starting to smoke? So, and you see it's starting to bubble, that's the point where we want to take it to. Then we start deglazing with our milk and cream, just nice and slowly. Turn the heat off, as we don't need it to keep cooking. Now just remember, this steam coming out is very hot, so just be very careful.
Yeah, I'm standing away a little bit.
So all that milk and cream in. I'm just going to take a bit more of the milk and cream that's over here. Just deglaze it a little bit further.
Okay, so it doesn't matter that the cream milk is cold.
No, because I've already deglazed this product. Got a little bit of spillage. I've already deglazed this product. So because of that, I don't have to worry about having the second product that goes into it being completely cold.
Okay.
So I've already reduced the heat of the caramel. So as you can see, it's a nice dark caramel, which is what we want.
It smells really good.
Okay, so what we're going to do is add that as our base mixture into here, ready for the pasteurization. Again, in with our milk and cream. We've just got to add a cap full of milk as we lost a little bit on the bench. Don't worry, it happens. So just taking a small amount extra milk that we lost. Popping it in there. Next we've got our dextrose skim milk powder and our stabiliser. We also have a bit of invert sugar. Again, the invert sugar we're adding is just to help for crystallization and allow this product to be stabilized correctly. In goes the dextrose skim milk powder and stabilizer. The last product we have is we've got a bit of sea salt from Tasmania. Now this is a very special type of sea salt. Thank you to our friends from Black Pearl who are able to provide us with this today. We just roughly want 2 pinches, 2 nice big pinches to go in there. You can add the sea salt at the end if you like, and you can keep it so it's got a little bit of texture when it's cool, so you get little crunchy bits in there, or you can add at the start. It's entirely up to you. So now we're going to start this process by cooking it up to 80 degrees. And we'll have a look at it when it's finished. We'll come back then. Alright, so we're up at temperature. We've given this about 5 minutes worth of blending. Again, it's important to blend this just for enough time to make sure those stabilizers and sugars are activated and melted.
I'll just come here and have a look. Look at that.
So, I'm just going to pop this out into our container. That is the colour you want. That is what you call salted caramel. That is beautiful.
It sure is.
And you can smell the caramelization of the sugar in there.
It does smell very nice.
So, Glad Wrap goes down again. Off into the fridge for our 12-hour maturation. And then tomorrow, we're going to give this guy a churn.
All good. We will see you then.
See you soon.
Thank you. Bye. The moment I have waited for is finally here.
We're going to be churning our salted caramel gelato.
Oh, look at that. Yes, let's do it.
All right, so let's pop the bowl in the freezer. And let's get this mix base into the batch churner.
That's beautiful.
Now just remember guys, as I've said this many times, if you don't have a churner like this, you can use any of the bench top units. And there are a lot out there. So it's really up to you. This is just to show you how quick and easy it is to use in a cafe or restaurant scenario. So let's let this churn get down to temperature and we'll come back and have a look at it.
Is it ready now?
Certainly is.
Rhian got a bit distracted. He's trying to learn how to do TikTok.
Come over and have a squiz. So there you go. That is ready to be extracted.
Wow.
So I'm just going to grab our bowl out.
I'm such a lucky pregnant lady, aren't I? Currently 37 weeks. So hopefully there will be a little baby here soon.
Not long. Alright, let's open up the front and get this extracting.
Well, baby's kicking, so it's definitely excited as well.
He's got the thumbs up.
Yep. Look at that.
There you go. So that's exactly how I do my salted caramel. So as you saw earlier, we caramelize the sugar out, then the next day when we churn it, you get this kind of effect.
I have to try that.
You do.
Now.
Let's go try. Just remember guys, click on subscribe, watch the videos, like them, and we've got a lot more coming, and I'll hand this over.
Bye.
See ya.